of the National Football League.
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they will finally run him down. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 33 yards.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 20.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. That is caught, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Jackson now on second down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Jackson to his big targets, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
First down, Ravens.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
In motion goes Likely. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
Brings up second down.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Hopkins sent in motion. He'll step up and run this. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
13-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Remigio now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot deter your rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third and short, here's Patrick. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Open man downfield is Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. Nice job finding the the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Play action now. Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 25
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and They get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And the Chiefs are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They get 24 on that one, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Play action here. Mahomes, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage, that time on the blitz, gets there for the sack.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL, but also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes. Now he'll run. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another another Kansas City Chiefs.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown to send this one away. Dejounte Wester now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
Complete to Zay Flowers. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it, and he'll take this across the 30 to about the 32.
He was brought down by
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Baltimore.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 15. And a Raven 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, Jackson.
Jackson's pass Derrick Henry. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. 3rd and 10. Now, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. A first down throw for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Three seconds, all that remained in this first half, as that one's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Ravens 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gray gonna return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Can't imagine it's very fun tackling a guy like this, Mike, when he gets a full head of steam, great vision, the physicality to finish the run through contact. And I think defensively, they're just happy they were able to get him on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that 1st down.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll step up and run this. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's another.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
This one caught at the floor. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Chiefs go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. kicker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. A first down throw for Jackson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jerry Tillery getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and a long way to go. Throwing Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he's going to try to keep it going. To Worthy. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Now a carry for Hunt. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Good coverage by the Hunt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Play action, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Mike Pennell getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Jackson out of the pistol. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything.
Personal foul.
There's a flag
Roughing the
backed
kicker.
by the kicker.
Defense.
It may very well give him new life.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's really surprising to see him, of all people, let that one go. You just don't see him drop many balls. I mean, really, regardless of the circumstance. So, yes, there was contact. Yes, they timed it up perfectly, but typically that's a ball he's able to hold on to.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The Raven 1st down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Jackson up top again. That is caught. It is Hopkins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
In motion goes Likely. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. First and 10 now from the 36. 4th quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Hopkins sent in motion. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco, and he's going to be taken down to 37. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
That's good for a Kansas
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Looks to be an injured player, and oh no, it's Travis Kelce who is being looked at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
It is 3rd and long. Gray is the motion man here. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. He's got it! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So everyone's going to focus on the throw, right, Mike? But it was really the way he used his eyes to manipulate the defense that really made that shot downfield possible.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision it proves to be costly.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the ground, here's Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Plus Jones on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hopkins.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
John Harbaugh, not a fan of that call, and out comes the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson now. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Off the play fake. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. Run the draw, and here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but now a long way to go on 3rd and goal.
The 16-yard line.
Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's now 4th.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good.
Personal foul.
Well, every
Roughing the
bit
kicker.
helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So, a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It
Automatic
gives
first
them
down.
an automatic 1st down. Pistol give to Henry to the 5-yard line.
Derrick Henry on the carry. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson, this a designed run. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he'll take it on in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. Here, Mahomes to the left side, caught by Kelsey, and they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
It is 2nd down and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Off he goes. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Gray is the motion man here. A run with Pacheco. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third and
in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
That is hard. He gets the hookup with Rice. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Kansas City Chiefs.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.